Hi there, and welcome to 30 Days in Ramadan with Adil Awdah. Welcome again to our channel, Adil Awdah. I hope you guys are enjoying this episodes of 30 Days in Ramadan in Canada with Adil Awdah, and I hope it's been beneficial. As promised, every day is different than the other day, so we don't want it to be the same every day. So we try to change things so that you guys will be living in what we are living in during Ramadan. First of all, I hope you guys have enjoyed the previous episodes and you liked it, and you comment. At least I need you guys to comment if there is a mistake or if there's anything that I need to change. Let me know, because otherwise I'll keep on doing the same mistake if I don't know and if you don't tell me. Now today we are talking, before we start today, first of all, in today's episode, I hope you guys would subscribe and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified when there is a new video, and like our video and share it and let us know our mistakes or let us know if we're doing good. Please, everyone that views this video, comment below and tell me how we are doing. So today we are talking about an episode. Our episode would be different than the others as promised. So we want to talk about jobs here in Canada. For those who are looking for jobs, who are newcomers, or people who are struggling to get jobs, or people who are looking to come to Canada and want to get into the market. So let me give you an idea about the job market here in Canada as a person who has been expert and been working in this market for about 13 to 14 years now. So first of all, let's talk about the salaries. Here in Ontario, as an example, because every province is different than the other, the minimum wage as per January 1st of this year, 2022, the minimum wage has been raised to $15 per hour. So basically, if you go and work in a Tim Horton or in a Walmart or any normal stores, the minimum wage that they should pay you not less than $15. Now, that would be the minimum or the less or the minimum wage that you could receive here in Ontario. Basically, as I told you, in different provinces, different rate. Now let's say the topest salary. The topest salary here would be about $250 an hour, or might be more than that. The people who receive that huge amount of money would be like doctors, would be like surgeons. Even they might receive more, which I think it might be about $60,000 to $50,000 a month. But when I say 250, I'm talking about the technical side, the IT guys. I know there is a person who is an expert in IT. His job is just to do a specific thing, I think in Microsoft or something, and he has to do that implementation or that specific task that he needs to do, and he is an expert in it. So he gets about $250 an hour. Now there are people who receive, let's say an IT perspective, you would say, or a business analyst like my field, it would be like a $30 an hour. That's the minimum, but it gets more, like to 40 to 50 to 60 to 80 to 100 an hour, to $120 an hour. It depends on the expertise and it depends on the project you're joining. So sometimes I get like a project, they tell me they're gonna pay me $30 an hour. They don't tell me they're gonna pay me that amount of money, but they always ask that question: what is your expectation? So when I tell them what is my expectation and what is my rate on the market, when I tell them my expectation is that I tell them what is my rate in this market. Now, let's say an example. In 2013, before I went to university, my rate was a specific rate. It was very high rate. But when I went to do my graduation here, or the bachelor degree in entrepreneurial management, I had a gap of 4 hours. So when I went after completing the 4 years, when I completed the 4 years, when I got back to the market, it wasn't the same rate that I used to get in 2013. It's not the same rate I get in 2018 because I have been away from the market. So I had to go and I had to put my rate to go down so that I could get back to the market, because there is new technology, new things have been there, and I've been out of the market. So I had to start a little bit down, and then gradually I'm trying to get back to my olden rate. So that's your rate of market. It depends on the previous jobs or contracts you have taken. Now, let's say there are two kind of offers you get. Either you get a full-time job or either you get a contract job. If you get a full-time job, there would be like taxes. Taxes will be deducted out of your salary. There's benefits, there's dental benefits, there's medical benefits, and all these things will be deducted out of your salary. And at the end of the year, you also still have to pay. Just to say, in full time, the taxes gradually, if you're working at Tim Hortons with $15 an hour, the taxes are very low. But if you grow up and you be above $100,000 a year, then your salary would have taxes up to 40%. Up to 40% out of it would be taxes. I know it is a lot, but believe me, it helps this community here. As you know, here education is free. How it would be free? Because of the taxes that those people are paying, the working people are paying. What is that? Education, medical, you go to hospital, to a doctor, everything, that's free of charge, right? You don't have. If it is not free of charge, it will be so expensive. Let's say, I know if there's a woman who is going to give a birth to a baby, if she goes to the hospital, she has to pay about $10,000 to $15,000. Now here, because here in Canada we pay taxes, then that poor woman or poor family wouldn't have to pay anything because it's covered. There's a health coverage, the roads. So it's like a law, take from the rich to pay to help the poor. Also, it's not the same time. We wouldn't say poor because, like, let's say students, if you are graduated of grade 12 and you want to go study, then the government will help you to study, right? So they will give you like what's called scholarship or bursary, a support from the government that you don't have to pay back. Also, you can, they can pay you more, like a loan, and then you have to pay it back with the interest, but we don't deal with the interest things. We just take that, the grants. It's called grants, and we use that grant. So all of these things are coming out of that taxes. So that's why you have to pay tax. Now, there's the other way. Like myself, I work in a contract basis. Now, contract basis is like, it's not a full-time, it's not a stable job, but they pay more than you get in full-time. And the taxes, the company will pay you the taxes, and then you have to pay it back to the government, the taxes. You take your expense, your whatever expense you have, your car expense, your tools expense, your whatever expense, you cut it out, and then you pay the rest to the government. Now, in both sides you pay the government, but here you have, as a contractor, you have the control and over, taking care of expense. So they will not deduct. There's no medical. What is that called? Dental insurance and all those things. They don't cut it out. They give you everything, and you deal with yourself. So for myself, I go and sign insurance company, health insurance, in case if I want dental, I pay a specific amount a month, and that's it. But now there is difference between this. Now in full time, you get, if you laid off job, there is an EI which you get paid every month until you get another job. If you're a contractor, you don't get an EI because you have been getting a high rate, and you should be saving those money. So this is the difference between the full time and the contract jobs. As I told you again, so you get the offer, they ask you, do you want a full time or you want a contract? So it depends on what you feel. But as I told you, full-time is stability. Contract, like me, I've been moving from everywhere. I've been in British Columbia, Calgary, Colorado, Toronto, different locations. So I always move where my contract is, and they're short. The shortest contract I got is 3 months. The highest contract is about a year and 2 months. But as I told you, this is how the job market here in Canada. In order to get a job, you always have to build your network. The best tool to get a job is use LinkedIn. That's the best. Most of the offers I got is from LinkedIn. Make your resume properly on LinkedIn, your profile. Let the people that you work with you, ask them for recommendation. Let them recommend you. All things or skills or tools you use, always add them there, because whenever a recruiter is searching for someone, they always search for skills or tools to use. And believe me, you get a lot of offers, but make it perfect. You can check my profile on LinkedIn. It's called Adil Awdah. Check it out, and you see there you can use some of my techniques, and it'll be helpful. Also, there is a video that I have explained in our channel, Adil Awdah, is how to use LinkedIn, or how to make your profile. I also explained in another video how to get certification like business analysis and all these things. If you're someone new here, always it's good whenever you come to continue your studies. If you're an engineer, go for the engineering license. If you're a business analyst like me, go for the business analyst license. If you are fraud management, which is also my field, go for the fraud management. Always, whenever you come, don't think about working in Uber and all these things and then just waste time there, because you'll never upgrade, you'll never move forward. So if you want to work those as part-time, that's okay, but always study. Make your education equivalent here, even if you do the evaluation, but also, you know, get a license. You're a project manager, go and get the license for project management, which is called BMP, I think. So I hope this episode would be very useful, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will go by my advices, because always, whenever you take an advice, take from someone who's an expert. Don't take from someone who haven't been on that field, or the person is still new here and he's giving you advice. No, just go with those who have been here for long, who have been into those expertise and have dealt with those problems. Again, I really appreciate you guys continuing in our episodes of 30 Days in Ramadan in Canada with Adil Awdah. For us to continue, always, you have to subscribe if you're not. That's a promise from you guys. Always like, share the video as much as you like. And the last thing that I need from every viewers, that please comment below and tell me, have we done good or we need to improve? So let's come to today's question. So what is the first prayer that has been given or commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be done by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What is the first salah? Is it Fajr or Dhuhr or Asr or Maghrib or Isha? So I hope you guys will answer this question and put your answers below this video, and we will see who is the first person to answer, and we'll mention their name on another video.